Hello and welcome back to Griseus. Again, still don't really know how to pronounce it properly. We'll be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after going to the assisted living facility, the old folks' home place. I'm assuming that's what it is, that it's not like an insane asylum or something like that. Gray found out that apparently Sarah was working there as a assistant nurse, which I guess would be called a CNA. I think it's called something differently in some other states or some other places, but over here in California, it's called a CNA. And it's something that she apparently never spoke to anybody about, even though she said that she did have friends that worked there. So I'm assuming that the friends was code word for actually her, that she actually worked there. So there's either the thing of her hiding this information or something else was going on. We don't really know. But what we do know is that there is something weird in the basement of this place. And by weird, we mean like sort of ghosts or just something strange and possibly malevolent going down there. Again, we don't really know what it is. Hopefully not something bad, but probable. Gray decided to spend the night with his, I want to call him a situationship, but they seem to be getting closer again. Wayne, the shark, who revealed that he has his own sort of bad past, and that he used to have a tail which was cut off later in life. So yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. But anyways, we'll be continuing from there. Morning comes softly, no birds to wake me up as usual. I press my head deeper into the pillow, pulling the blanket over me a little more. Sinking into Wayne's bed, I struggle to not just fall back asleep. I open my eyes to see a glass of water, some small snack, and a small written note on the nightstand. I sit up slowly, trying to peek at the note. Morning. I startled slightly, turning to see Wayne standing by the hall. He gives me a grin and holds out a mug towards me. Some cold coffee for you. Sorry it's not hot. And I think I have tea, although the box was in French. Could be soup. He looks at his mug with a concerned but humorous expression. I snicker and carefully take the mug from him. His smile already brightens my morning. I'm glad that you slept in a bit. You needed it. I sip at the coffee as my eyes peer back at the nightstand. I left those there for you just in case that I was gone already. Which reminds me. He turns and walks back down the hall. I've got to head into the office for a bit. Some stuff going on and they need me. His voice echoes through the hall as I set my coffee on the nightstand. I shuffle out the sheets and stretch my arms a little. Finally had some decent sleep, even if I still feel exhausted every morning. Wayne cuts back around the corner, finishing his tie. I'll be back early though, I promise. He checks his pockets and adjusts his coat before stepping closer. Make sure to drink that water and stay fed, alright? You look like you need it. I give him a look. Thanks. I grin wide with the tone that I give him, and he leans into me. I just want you okay. I look up at him, red in the face. My throat tightens as his hand wraps over my shoulder. I know. Just... He's so close to me, his gentle, toothy smile looking down at me. Thank you. For last night. For everything. He rubs my back a little. I care about you. Always remember that. My breath stutters as we just look at each other. A delicate moment where either of us could just... He steps back, clearing his throat. I should be heading out before I make more excuses. I give him a faint smile and he heads towards the door. I should be back before dinner. Don't wander off too far. I'll try. He leaves, and just like that, I'm alone. I sit at the edge of the bed and lay back for another moment. Whatever internal conflict that I had feels like it's suppressed itself, but I'm still cautious. What did you mean? I reach my hand to the ceiling, letting the light from the window shine into my grasp. No answer. I take a breath, grabbing the water beside me and chug it down. The late morning light crawls up the walls. The world feels calm. I feel calm. For the first time in a while. Early morning coffee, a hopeful discussion with Wayne. I shake and rub my head. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy what you have. I'm allowed to have this. It lies beneath. Quiet. Waiting. Chapter 3. I finally stand, my bare feet pressing against the cold wooden floor. I peek at the note Wayne left. Please stay hydrated and eat something today. Got called into work. Be back before earlier than usual. I smile at his professional handwriting. The silence since Wayne left doesn't feel like the kind that I dread. It feels like I have space to think, to look around, feel the sunlight passing through the window. I don't feel like I need to brace for anything. I just wander through the room, taking it all in. Caressing the sheets at the end of the bed, taking in the scent, pausing by the window to watch the leaves fall from the trees. I yawn and lay back on the end of the bed, closing my eyes as I stretch. The smell of yesterday's rain drifts through the window, earthy and comforting. My mind circles in the dark for a moment. And there's nothing. I let out a breath that I didn't realize that I'd been holding. I head over to the small bathroom in the hall, splashing water on my face to fully wake up. My usual morning ritual as I look at myself in the mirror. My image holds steady. It doesn't break. Nothing else there. Just me, a little unkempt. Just living. I dry my face on a towel and step back into the living room. Pacing around a bit, tidying up what I can to pass the time. I needed something like this. I sort the kitchen, straighten out the pillows and gently fold some clothes lying about. Busy work that keeps me distracted. I think on stepping out for a bit, just to clear my head. I take in the day, work on the next steps to all of this. After finishing up, I slip into a coat of Wayne's that I find hanging that will keep me warm. It's too big for me as I breathe into the collar. Smells like him. Putting my shoes on, I stop at the door and caress the frame. To think on everything that has been given. A quiet gratitude that I hold for Wayne helping me. Been given another chance at living. Sarah kept me standing. She showed me how to live again. I will find out the truth, Sarah. Just give me time. Damp streets and cobblestone gleam in the sun, birds whistling once again. A low breeze blows across the town, making me tuck my hands into my oversized coat pockets. I breathe in the smell of rain, one of my favorite scents. It gives me a sense of calm. A simple day, nothing tormenting me. Take it easy. The cold weather means even less people are out. Not many folks around here have fur. It's not necessarily far from Sarah's, but I notice something that are different in the area, small things. The cases Wayne mentioned come to mind, as well as the effects Sarah's murder had on the town. It's clear folks are cautious now. Here, however, I see a woman sweeping her porch. She picks her head up and waves to me. I wave back. A pair of boys runs past me playing, laughing as one narrowly avoids crashing into me. Sorry, mister. I let out a small laugh and kneel down. You're all right. Just try to be careful. They continue to laugh as they disappear around a corner, their laughter fading quickly. These small interactions make me feel like I'm a part of the town. The streets turn to the center of town, where the buildings grow taller and older. Brick facades with faded signage, different shops across from each other. Ahead, at the end of the street, stands the town hall. The building is imposing, the stone darkened by the age. Tall windows stare out like watchful eyes. I stopped without realizing. Staring at the steps that lead to the doors, I feel something of recognition. A vague sense that something inside has answers. Get a grip. It's just my nerves. My feet don't move, and I glance back behind me. I could just turn back and wait for Wayne, make tea, read something. A sensible choice. I should take it easy today. And I am. This is easy. And my mind goes back to Sarah. I climb the steps to the building. The air inside smells of paper and old wood. My footsteps echo across a large entrance as a single clerk looks up from behind the desk. Good morning, sir. Her feline eyes lock onto mine as I stand there. Morning, ma'am. I'm just wondering if there is anything to read about the town's history. She studies me silently as she flips through another page of her book. Personal research? I nod awkwardly. Just, trying to learn more about the town. After a moment and a tip of her glasses, she gestures towards the hall. Down the hall, third doorway on the left. Thank you. I pace down the hall, reaching the arch of the wall. Keep it simple. Dust hangs faintly in the air as tall shelves line the walls. Everything smells of age. I walk across the repetitive sections and dates jumping out at me. 1840, 1900, 1870. I pull a folder from above 1870 and look at it for a moment. It can't hurt to check. I slip it under my arm and walk back around, turning the corner. Hi, Gray. He stands off to the side, trying to slip some folders back into the shelf. Hi, Richard. Are you looking into things? I don't know my own answer. I put my hand over the folder under my arm. A little. I've got some other things going on at the moment. He gives me a reserved look, pulling his arm back. Did you notice it too? He points a thumb back towards the shelves. I raise my brow at him. Notice what? He motions for me to follow. Reaching a large table in the center of the room, he opens a folder, pulling several papers out and laying them across. Take a look for yourself. My eyes glance around several different areas. Council notes, funding, dry, procedural papers. Eyeing through them slowly, learning some new things about nothing that really matters. Newspapers, labeled by month and year. I look closer. Headlines on big storms, news of the war up north. I turn to Richard with a raise of my brow, and he points to a specific group. I flip through it a bit more before I notice. A date repeats itself, August 1879. The dates jump from other pages besides it. Missing files. Consistent gaps. Each confirmation makes my heart beat a little faster. The archives showed specific pages and articles were burnt or otherwise illegible. This isn't the same. These were taken out by hand. Each gap falls within the same frame of time, August 1879. Of all the things to be missing, why is that all that I'm looking into specifically? Listen, I meant what I said before. I can help you. I don't want to push you on it. But I hope that this info helps you in some way. He files the papers back together neatly and puts them back. I have to head out anyway. If someone was able to remove this much, they had power of some kind. Or everyone was just simply too afraid. He heads towards the doorway and gives me a look. I don't mind much what happens to me anymore, but you should be careful. His eyes wander around as if expecting something. He gives me a small smile, however. See you later, Gray. I stand alone, looking back to the shelves. My mind wanders on all the dates. 1879. I remember the lady at the archive said that they shut down just the year after. And then burned down with the last decade, but nothing here seems to be dated since the start of the 1900s. More and more questions that I can't process right now. Maybe I should have just stayed home. The doors of the town hall close me. I stand at the top of the steps, putting my hands back in my pockets. The air is cooler and the wind heavier, the scent of damp stone as the steps are slightly wet. I descend them slowly. Someone with power, or fear. My feet carry me down the path back to Wayne's without thought. Passing the library, the church, the diner that we ate in. If they could erase years of history, what else could they erase? Did whoever's behind this get rid of Sarah? Would they know about me staying with her at the time? What if I was there? Would I have also been killed? My pace quickens. I need to calm down, just wait for Wayne to get back. A mother and her child pass me holding hands. Their lives move forward like nothing happened. I remember last night and our words to each other. Our hopes for each other. We're in this together. Why is it so hard for me to believe that? I want to. I should. Wayne stands there in his usual attire, a smile already formed upon seeing me. Hey, didn't know when you'd be back. I returned the smile, rubbing at my arm. Yeah, got tired of walking around. He steps aside, letting me in. The house is warm as a pot simmers on the stove, the air filled with something savory. You hungry? I give him a small nod as I unbutton my coat and hang it beside the door. Yeah, I think so. Great timing, too. I was just about to finish. Take a seat, though I don't have a table. You can tell me about your day, if you want. He steps back towards the pot, turning the heat off as he grabs some plates. I pull up a chair from the corner of the room and sit down. Staring at Wayne as his back is turned, I try to relax. Wayne dries his hands off with a towel as I lean against a small column, watching outside the window as dusk settles. The streetlights flicker on in the distance as darkness takes the streets. That was good. Not my finest cooking, though. Don't say that. Was some of the better food that I've had in a while. He throws a hand towel onto the counter and looks at me, his usual questioning eyes. So... You have fun today? Town hall gave you anything? I cross my arms and look down. Not really. No answers, if you could even expect any. I don't know what else to look into. Feels like I'm just doing the same thing again. But I've noticed a pattern. His brow raises. What do you mean? Back when I went to check on the town's records, it's the same scenario. Certain papers and files around that time just all seem to be gone. Some possibly lost to time or deliberately taken out. My foot taps on the wooden floor. Wayne looks off in thought, leaning back. Can't say that I'm surprised. So somebody is covering something up. Is that your theory? I nod in approval. Perhaps it was that guy from the files? Hallow something? My ears perk up. The director of Crawford? I mean, think about it. Everything related to that place around that time is just, gone? It would make sense to suspect that he's behind it, at least, primarily. Makes me wonder what really happened with that building, or why this would have anything to do with Sarah. My foot stops tapping as I freeze, looking off. He notices my sudden pause and wide stance. What? I completely forgot to mention finding Sarah's ID. I hesitantly reach into my pocket, where I feel the small slip of paper still inside. My hand reaches it out towards him, no words spoken. He doesn't drop eye contact as he slowly takes it from my hand. Huh? He holds the ID close and looks back at me, silent. When I fell into the basement, there was an odd room, clean and tidy. It smelled of lavender, and on the table was that. I point at it with a shaky hand. I forgot to tell you, after everything that happened afterwards. I'm sorry. It's okay. I know how distraught you were. I don't blame you. He flashes a smile, but I feel that he's hiding some emotion behind it. I knew Sarah for years, ever since I moved here. I don't blame her either, for hiding this. Crawford had its reputation. That place. It painted over all of its history. It swallowed everything whole, people with it. And now I know that it took Sarah from us. We just need to prove it, together. He sets a hand on my shoulder. We do this together, all right? He pulls me into a hug, resting his chin on top of my head. My arms wrap around him, and my emotions almost take over. Now isn't the time to cry. My head rests against his chest as my eyes look out the window at the darkness. Will you stay here until we figure this all out? I give him a small nod, my eyes watering as I wipe them with my sleeve. I'd like that. He ruffles my hair a little before backing up, removing his jacket and shirt. I look away, hot in the face. Always flustered. Shut up. I give a slight smile as he steps towards the light at the nightstand, turning it off. It got late faster than I expected. We should get as much sleep as we can. He slips into the bed, moving the sheets aside. I yawn against my will, frustrated that the day just seems to pass so quickly. Shuffling over to the other side of the bed, removing my suspender straps and tossing them to the floor. Crawling into the bed, I look at him. He looks at me. We'll find it out, Gray. For Sarah. For Sarah. Like I said it before. Sarah. At first, the cold hits me. The freezing air numbs my lungs as I jerk upright. Huh? My hands sink into the damp leaves and dirt, my breath fogging in the bright moonlight. My eyes dart around where tall trees loom overhead. What the? I scramble to my bare feet, slipping and catching myself. Is this a dream? My neck aches from the large stone that I slept against. This doesn't feel like a dream, at least nothing that I've ever had. It feels too real. Where? I turn and look around before I realize the familiar path that I awoke beside. A smell of wet mildew hits my nose, already agitated from the freezing air. No. I stagger backwards in a panic. I was with Wayne. I slept next to him. How? Through the trees, half in a shadow, but reflecting in the moonlight. Crawford. My hands shake and I press them over my head. This isn't real. It can't be. My head spins. I'm alone. Just the wind and the trees. Oh. I yawn awake for a moment, the chilly night air making me slightly shiver. I turn over, reaching my hand towards Gray for some warmth. My hand grabs nothing. I groggily open my eyes to see the other side of the bed empty. Gray? I wipe my eyes and sit up more, looking around. He's likely gone to the restroom, which I now realize I also have to use. I slip out of the covers and wobble my way off the bed, heading towards the hallway. Letting out another yawn, I stand by the door waiting. The light isn't on. Gray? You in there? No reply. I wait a moment and contemplate. If you're in there, I'm coming in. Just to make sure. I slowly turn the handle and push the door open. It's empty. My stomach drops for a moment as I stand there in the dark. Gray? I call out louder. There's no reason that he had left. His shoes are still here. I check by the door. It's unlocked. I always lock the door, especially since Sarah... My body trembles. I grab my coat quickly, hands shaking. He wouldn't just go for a walk. Why would he leave without his shoes? Stay calm. Think. I look outside the window as I slip on my boots. I stumble forward, drawn towards the darkness despite myself. Every step heavier than the last, my vision swimming with pitch black at the edges. Why am I here? Did you bring me here? I call to the voice in my head. Nothing, just the sounds of the night to accompany me. My knees nearly give out. I didn't come out here. There's no way. I didn't. The building looms closer, as if led by a straight path. It's so clear in the moonlight, like it's brand new. I swear that I see a light in the distant window, back to nothing once I blink. Like I'm one of those kids taking that dare. A scared little kid making things up, saying things everyone says is real but isn't. Right? The trees feel as if they're closing in. The night is cold, the air piercing my bare skin. I scan the streets. My mind jumps between several options, none good. Realistically, he could be anywhere, but I look down the road. He wouldn't. But where else could he have gone? Something doesn't add up. It lies beneath. The peeling walls tower over me as I step past the gate. Something is calling me back. I don't know what, but it has answers. I need to find out. I can't do this anymore. The near full moonlight shines upon the building, making its old white paint glisten. My eyes gaze at the windows above again, waiting to see a figure watching me. The front door is ajar. Either Wayne left it open or... A sensation rushes over me. It's an invitation. I walk up the few steps and stare into the darkness past the doorway. I walk fast as the trees begin to press in on both sides. Please be wrong. Please tell me that you're not there. I pick up the pace. The air inside is as stale as before, the recent rain giving off a pungent scent of rot. My eyes adjust to the dark quietly, holes in the ceiling and large windows allowing bright moonlight to aid my vision. I'm cautious of the floor this time, taking the closest set of stairs one step at a time. Up the stairs, end of the hall. Wayne's voice repeats in my head the instructions from before. Wayne. He's asleep peacefully back at home, warm and unaware. But what I need is here, questions that'll only be answered to me. My foot nudges against something on the floor. A clipboard, covered in dust but seemingly legible. I pick it up and dust it off, the brittle paper crunching to my touch. Skimming through, it seems to just be some staff checks on residents. A name makes my breath catch, a surname close to mine. It isn't, but the thought makes my head throb. All the ideas that I'm more connected to all of this. It's not. A vision hits me hard, forced into my mind. Two people talking, the smell of something strong and cigarette smoke. The words aren't clear, but they rumble within my throat, as if I spoke them myself. I drop the clipboard to the floor. What is going on with me? I stagger further down the hall, doors on both sides. One closed at the end with a small sign plate on the wall. Director's office. It almost looks untouched. The walls surrounding it are clean. My hands hover over the doorknob. The answers, they're here. The near pristine plate reflecting my face. It's still me. The door opens with ease. It's nearly pitch black, my eyes taking their time to adjust. The first thing that I see is nothing. The room is bare. Except tally marks across the walls. What looks to be hundreds of them. Why is it so familiar? This room, and these markings. This is for your own good. I stumble backwards, gripping my head, hitting the doorframe. My head pounds worse than ever, and I fall to the floor in pain. Sarah. I wish that you were still here. As if I wished it into reality. Words soft spoken. Gray. Her voice. There you are. She's been here, waiting for me. She reaches out with her hand, and I take it. What are you doing here? Her voice doesn't fill the space around us. I just hear it. Sarah. I can't stop the tears. I missed you so much. Her soft hands caress mine. She's wrapped in the same coat that she always wore when it was cold. She looks as she always did. Oh, Gray. It's all right. I break. I clutch at her coat, falling to my knees once again. My breath falls apart into jagged sobs. I'm so sorry. I should have... Her arms wrap around me. Her voice as soft as ever. Shh. Everything is okay now. You came back on your own this time. Her fingers thread my fur as I stiffen. What? I pull back from her. Last time, you couldn't remember why. But I can help you. I stutter and let go of her. She looks down at me. You look so exhausted. I want to help you understand. She smells of lavender. What did I do? Her expression softens. You watched. You kept control. The room feels colder. Of what? You were good at it. Great at it. Did everything you were told and more. I don't understand. She stares blankly for a moment. You were so different before. Too useful before you were kind. She walks over to the stone wall and with her bare claws scratches a tally mark with ease. What? What do these mean? She swipes the same finger up towards me. She needed to remember what this place did to her. Same as you, before it was all erased. It's how I remember. She walks back up to me. Come, Gray. Let us go home. Home? She grabs my wrist. Her hand is now freezing. Just like... Her expression is tired and empty. I try to pull my hand away. She doesn't let go. This isn't home. It can be. Please, Gray. You were whole here. You don't need to fight it anymore. Something moves behind her, a tall figure stretching along the wall. Sarah. You came here yourself. Isn't this what you wanted? Don't leave me again. Not like last time. She brushes her thumb across my cheek, wiping away dried tears. Wayne, you shouldn't be here. He stares at me in disbelief. What are you talking about? Do you have any idea how freaked out I am? How worried I am? You shouldn't be here. Wayne takes a step forward. You don't know that. You don't understand. He stops and scoffs. Then tell me. Help me understand. The image of Sarah shifts in front of me. Wayne takes notice. I was a part of this place, same as Sarah. I don't know how or why. But I think I hurt people. My hands clench into fists. Sarah shifts into something else. Even if that's true, you aren't defined by that. I let out a hollow laugh that echoes throughout the hall. That's easy for you to say. You could never hurt anyone. You help people. It's your job. I've already hurt you once, and Sarah. I wasn't there. I was a worthless fucking drunk. Gray. I'm scared. My brother, remember? He was the smartest, most polite person. Everything I see in you. He was killed because someone decided what he was. A threat, a danger. You think that I could never hurt anyone? That you're defined by a past that you're not even certain of? Blaming myself was the first thing that I did when he died. I almost turned into the kind of monster that they thought he was. I wanted to make them suffer like they made us. I tried to convince myself that I had every excuse to justify it. But I didn't. You don't have to be that. This place doesn't define you, whatever it's making you remember. I know who you are right now. You're so important to me it hurts. You can still choose who you are, who you want to be, who I need you to be. His hand is held out. Don't listen. I don't know what I want to believe in anymore. If I can even trust myself. Then believe me. Trust me. You'll break again. I can't lose you. Please. My head hurts. I'm so exhausted, but I don't think that I'll sleep anytime soon. Wayne stands over the sink, chugging another glass of water. I peek at him as he sets the glass down, his eyes closed. I can't think of anything to say. We haven't said a word to each other. Eventually, he takes a long breath and sits beside me. You're mad. Another exhale. Yeah, I am. I fidget a little as we both avoid looking at each other. I don't get mad often. I've always pushed it down. I hate being someone who's angry. He does his usual tug at his fingers. But tonight scared the hell out of me. My mouth opens as I try to defend myself, but I instantly shut it. I have no excuse, not with what I've been putting him through. Do you know how many times I've pulled you out? I thought that I was getting better. I still can't look him in the eye. I still can't look anyone in the eye. From running away, from your own thoughts. From tonight, you seriously don't know how you got out there? I shake my head slowly, looking down at the floor. And every time, I tell myself that it's okay. He stands up quickly and paces. That you're just hurting and I can take care of you. He scoffs to the side. And then I have to think from the perspective of my job, and I realize that something is not okay. It's exhausting, Gray. His words hit me hard. I'm sorry. I never asked you to. I know. That's the problem. You didn't have to ask me. I chose to help you. But even after everything, after what we found and how we're supposed to be in this together, you vanish. You shut down again and again. He visibly shakes with mixed emotions as his eyes water. Putting a hand on his hip and up to his face, he turns away. I didn't mean to leave you back then. stop talking." His posture shoots straight up at that remark. "But you did. No explanation. Nothing. You can have your reasons, but don't think that I'll ever forget about it." He laughs quietly as a tear rolls down his face. "And now you're back, and I'm doing this all over again because I can't get over you. Only this time Sarah is dead. You've got some fucking voice that can somehow hurt you, and whatever the hell tonight was. I'm trying. That's not fair. Stop." "Is it? I listen, and every time that I think that we're getting somewhere, you just reset. You want me to just, what, be fine? Pretend that it's all not real? I want you to stop acting like you're a lost cause, like you're this terrible person just because what you're being told. You don't understand. You don't know what I've been going through." "You're right. I don't know. And it's because you only ever tell me after it's too late. After you've broken down once again. Then maybe you shouldn't be here." He freezes and stares at me. The words are already out. And I have more. Maybe I just came back because I knew that you'd feel bad enough for me. Maybe I needed someone I knew wouldn't leave me, no matter how messed up I am. He stares, with an expression that destroys me. Maybe... I choke and sit back down. That's not why I stayed. And I can't bleed for you just to prove that I care. My words echo in my mind, permanent. I care about you too much, Gray. Wayne, please. Please leave for now. He takes a step back and closes his eyes. And I just walk away, pausing at the door for a moment. He says nothing. He sits on the floor with his back against the bed. Back at the empty room where she died. His knees up, and he simply stares at the dark corners of the room. Their argument on repeat in his head. What he said. He can't cry anymore. He's used up all his tears. I didn't mean it. I wouldn't say that. He repeats this to himself, fiddling with his pocket watch by his side, feeling at its edges whenever he feels this way. Memories pull at him of Sarah, of the life that he could have had. He was starting anew. He misses her so much. It's as if he can no longer function. Is it because he feels solely responsible for her death? He took her for granted. His grip tightens, and before he can stop himself, he hurls the watch across the room. It smashes into the small mirror above the dresser. Glass explodes outward, shards now scattered across the floor in front of him. He barely reacts. He goes back to crossing his arms and staring. What does he see now? Me. The reflection looks back at me with my own empty eyes. What are you going to do now? I don't respond. This isn't like you. this anger, and it's hurting those you care about. He hates me. No, he's just hurt. Just like you. I don't know what to do anymore. I've ruined everything in my life. Anyone would fall apart after all of this. The voice sounds sincere. But it doesn't have to be like this. I can help you. I look up slightly. I think you've done more than enough damage. You don't want to be alone, but you are. He's the only thing you have left. What will you do if you lose him? The voice softens. Just let me help. You don't have to bear all of this pain anymore. You don't have to be alone anymore. I don't know. I don't know if I fully trust this other aspect. Nah. Let's try that again. I don't know. This seems too good to be true, and he's kind of suspicious because it kind of feels like he's taking advantage of us at our lowest. Nah. He's controlling my mice. And it's too bad you can't actually see it because the mouse is literally moving on its own. Yeah. Actually, I can actually show you. Hold on. Oh, actually, you can see it. Oh yeah, you can. See? It's literally moving my mouse so that I have to click accept. Kinda sussy if you ask me. No, I won't accept. No. No. Fine, I will relinquish control. Gray? I knock on the door. I stand there for a moment, hesitating to knock again. The door opens just as I'm about to. Hey. He gives me a smile. Hi, Wayne. End of chapter 3. To be continued. So, that is what is currently available of Griseus. And as you can see, the screen has changed. Before it was just sort of like the eye and a little bit of the ear, which was just black. But now it seems to be half and half, which either means that the other gray has taken over, or that he is partially taking over. Although he still has his eyes closed. I am wondering if the gray that we will be playing as, or that that Wayne will be interacting with, will be either an amalgamation or it will be the other guy sort of taking over for Gray in order to try to fix his mistake, or what Gray perceives as his mistakes. But I kind of feel like this isn't what you should be doing, because it kind of feels like something else is taking over. And even though it keeps saying that it is a part of him that he sort of locked away or whatever, buried away, perhaps he did it for a good reason, and letting it out again is not very good. But yeah, we'll see that, I guess, eventually. So what are your thoughts? Write it down in the comments, and thank you all for watching/listening. If you would like to play this visual novel, you can do so by going down to the link in the description, which will have a direct link for the itch.io page where you can download and play the game yourself. If they have any form of support, I will be linking that down as well. And if you would like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, which gives you earlier access to these videos as they're being scheduled. And it is a nice way to show your support for the channel, aside from liking and subscribing and whatever. And like I said, you get to watch the videos as they're being scheduled. So like, hey, I like your videos, I like your work. And I go, hey, thank you. Here's the videos that I have scheduled. And if you can't do that, there is Ko-fi. And I also have Throne. But anyways, I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.